Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox back again for another episode of Pawtastic Friends, the Paw Talk, the award-winning podcast starring Michael and Melissa Novelli. Hey, guys.
Hi, Joel.
The first dog we have today, I love this name, Honey Lemon. Oh, I just love that. Just a good Southern name, Honey Lemon. Tell me about Honey Lemon.
You would love Honey Lemon. We have dogs that come in here with personalities that are very relaxed, dogs that come in here and they're very excited. And Honey Lemon is exactly that, a ball of energy when she comes to training. Very loving, as we call a Velcro dog too, because she will be like right on top of you, being like, hey, give me the love. I'm gonna give it right back to you. But a fantastic dog that comes here and just enjoys life, looking for a forever home like all of them.
Michael, what kind of dog is Honey Lemon?
Honey Lemon's a mix like all the other dogs here, all us humans right now. She's a decent sized dog, probably about a good 40, 50 pounds.
Yeah, and she's very active. When she comes out of boarding, she's like a little Spitfire. And today, our friend Nicole, she was walking her and she just wants to go. Just a lot of personality
Yes.
and a small body. Not real small, but medium, I should say.
So what kind of home do you think would be a great place for Honey Lemon?
I would think she can go to any home. We haven't seen anything negative of her. It's all been good and positive.
Yeah, an active home, she needs a lot of activity, whether it's brain work, whether it's physical activity. I would probably say no small kids because she is very active and she might run them over.
Be like be bowling pins if they were little kids.
Yeah. So I would say probably not that, but she's just a sweet dog and she just needs to be active. And when dogs are like in boarding or shelters and stuff, when they get out of there, it's a whole different transformation because when she comes out and she's all excited like that, she would probably just settle nicely into a home as long as, like I said, she had some activity. She loves puzzles. She loves agility. She's super smart. She's always eager to learn and eager to search. When they go on their walks, she's got her eyes all over.
Next up, we have Nava. What can you tell us about Nava?
Nava's a youngster that is new to the program. She's been here a couple times. And when Nava comes here, she's learning the basics. She's building a solid foundation of skills to set her up for success. So when she does get adopted, she's learning about manners when meeting people because her excitement overpowers overpowers her. So she gets so excited. So she's working on things like that, manners, leash skills, basic commands. Super sweet gal that's also in boarding. So she looks forward to her time over here at the center.
How much time does she get at the center? Once a week, once a month, whatever. What is it?
Once a week, and it's for an hour session. Some of the dogs train 2 times a week, depending on their needs, because there's some dogs that really could use the extra session. And as long as there's transport and stuff, of course, we don't mind doing that because we want them to be set up for success, especially if a dog is in the shelter or boarding situation for a long time. I think it's really important that they have consistency each week.
Does Nava look forward to coming over already?
Oh, yes. She's so excited when she comes. She knows where she's going. And she just is really going to be a fantastic pup and is really learning a lot of skills that are going to make her very successful.
We like to hear too when the transporters are like, I turned down the street and they knew where they were. They were getting all excited. They knew where they were going. Fantastic friends. This place it's a light for a lot of these dogs.
Speaking of another success, Michael, we have Donnie. But before we get to Donnie, what number adoption are you up to?
Donnie was number 665. I do know because I do the posters. And we have a couple more to do. Donnie was Friends for Life, right?
Mhm.
So Friends for Life is one of our partners out in Pahrump. It's about 45 minutes to an hour away. And we actually send one of our trainers out there to train the dogs out there to help our friends out at Friends for Life. And Donnie was luckily adopted, thankfully.
Yeah. Parker, our trainer Parker, he's been working with Donnie, and Donnie was a youngster. And the difference between them coming to the center and them, our trainer going to them, it's a little different because they don't get to experience the center. Today we have some brand new agility equipment that we're sending back with Friends for Life. We have some tug toys, some of those things. So what's awesome about it is they have this fantastic facility but they don't have volunteers. But Ron and Robert and Lynette are phenomenal. They take such good care of the dogs. And we send enrichment tools out there. So we have Kongs we send, they fill them with peanut butter. But Donnie was a youngster. It was a little more difficult for him because kennel life was a little bit of a struggle. So now he found his forever home with a nice young couple, and knock on wood, everything's going good. So we're so happy for Donnie.
And the great thing is, too, Tom, with us having the center here, we do offer training to the new adopted family parents in case they might have some questions or they're not sure how to handle anything. And we provide that to them as a service to help them. Once again, as Melissa always says, sets them up for success. So we want the
So
adoption.
sort of an aftercare program.
Yes, absolutely. That'd be a great way to put it. Aftercare program.
Maybe you could call it that.
There you go. Between Pepper and Wapia, the aftercare. Melissa's got all kinds of new ideas. Tell them real quick about the foster program. She's got so many ideas.
Tell us about the foster program.
I didn't tell anybody about the foster program.
Well,
Yeah.
Miss Ayers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So we have a big problem in Las Vegas right now with dogs that are getting dumped, and people are finding dogs. There's nowhere to take them. So I woke up one morning and I said to Michael, I have an idea.
And I said, no, really?
Every time, now and then I come up with a good idea.
Daily.
Our foster initiative project is going to be a new program that we will be implementing with our partners, rescue partners, shelter partners. And what we plan to do is market it where, hey, have you ever thought about fostering a homeless animal in your community, but you don't know where to start? First start would be monthly. They'll come to Pawtastic Friends and they'll have a foster fair where organizations we work with will set up, and the fosters can hear about each organization, how they can help. Somebody might want to foster seniors. Somebody might want to foster medical dogs. Somebody might want to foster pregnant dogs. So they'll find their niche. Next step, there'll be a designated checklist that everybody will agree on of what the rescue will provide, what the foster is expected, the expectations of the foster. There'll be a vetting process that our rescue partners will unify to come up with to make sure that the dog is the best fit for the foster and the foster is the best fit for the dog. And then once they do that and they become a foster, Pawtastic Friends will host a foster boot camp, which will be a 4-week program where fosters will come. They'll learn the ins and outs of fostering. They'll learn about enrichment tools. They'll learn about basic leash skills. They'll learn about slow feeder bowls, all different things so that they set them up for success. So then when the foster's at home working with the dog will be successful, hopefully get adopted quicker, and then the next foster will come in.
Sounds like a great program, Melissa. For our tip today, I actually had a couple of things I wanted to ask you guys. The first is about swimming, aqua training, why that's so important. And then how do you, if a couple said, we want our dog to be able to swim, how would you coach them as the parents as opposed to teaching the dog or working with the dog?
And Kathy Carr, she has a beautiful facility indoor here called Canine Body Works and Aquatics. And she encourages people with little puppies because, there's a lake out here. People go, there's a lot of swimming pools out here. You don't want your dog falling in the pool and not know how to swim. And then you come home to an unfortunate incident, or it's just like a little kid. You have to teach them. Most dogs know how to swim, but we have some dogs that we've seen before. They just sit around. By the time they're done, they know how to swim. It's just preparing them for future events that might come about, being at a pool or being by a lake, right? Canine Body Works has been fantastic.
The other question I had is about the different types of chew toys. There's some chew toys that are just hard plastic sticks that dogs just seem to love to chew. Melissa, I've heard you talk about pull toys, obviously balls, some squeaky toys that are a little bit softer. Is there a difference in the toys and the way the dogs play with them, or the way you guys use the different types of toys and any of the training or anything else?
So there's a lot of different toys, and we were lucky enough to be a recipient of the Roundup for Rescues from a local store out here, Dog Supplies Outlet. And we were able to get some enrichment toys, balls that have where you can hide treats in there. It's not just playing ball, but it's also stimulating the mind to solve the puzzle to get the treat out. Tug toys are great toys, Kongs with peanut butter. Those are all enriching toys. Even with the tennis ball, there's different ways you can utilize it. If a dog isn't food motivated and might be toy motivated, you can go ahead and do puzzles and you could put the tennis balls in there, hide the tennis balls, and that will help stimulate the mind as well. There's so many fantastic toys. The Snuffle Man, those are great. So depending on what each dog needs or what they like, that's how we utilize our bigger dogs. They love the balls. So when they see balls and they roll and they make sounds and treats come out and stuff, then they're like, "Oh, what's this? A treat came out of there." So it really is not only enriching, but it's teaching them and stimulating their mind. And that's not just what the facility is, just to come here and do agility and physical and basic obedience. It's also to stimulate the mind. And dogs that are in kennels, they could really use that. That's why we send stuff to Friends for Life and they do the Kongs, and we did lick mats, and a volunteer Tom made PVC piping that made puzzles. So they were long sticks and they have little sensors in there where the treats came out. There's all different types, and you could even go on YouTube and do it yourself at home and find some great tasks and things that your dog can enjoy at home.
And just to add to that, please, people listening, watch your dogs when they're playing with these toys. We've seen too many horror stories where they give the dog a Kong and the Kong is too small and the dog swallows it. There's videos on there that shows, make sure it's big enough so they can't swallow it. Same thing with tennis balls. A lot of the big dogs, they can shoot through a tennis ball in a heartbeat and be swallowing pieces of that. You don't want that. It's causing stress on the dog. It's going to give you a nice medical bill. And watch your dogs when they're playing with toys. Very important.
We've lost 2 TV remotes to dogs. I know you guys have a big fundraiser coming up. So Michael, could we end by you saying a few words about when it is and what to expect?
Yes, our biggest fundraiser of the year is our annual block party. It's going to be Sunday, April 28th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's going to be at the Pawtastic Friends Enrichment Training Center right here by the airport in Sunset Park in Las Vegas.
And sponsored by Boyd Gaming.
Sponsored by Boyd Gaming, Wax Tracks Records, Lamar, Eric Roy, Dollar Loan Center. We've got a lot of great community support. And what we're always looking for is more support from the community here in Las Vegas and across the United States, because this 5,000 square foot center is a lot of money to fund, but it's all to help change the lives of the rescue dogs. So hopefully we'll see you guys out here listening and watching April 28th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Local entertainment, silent auctions, raffles, all kinds of fun stuff. And it's free.
If you're in Las Vegas, I hope you'll stop by and check out the Pawtastic Friends, check out the dogs, check out the facility, and say hello to Melissa and Michael. Tell them Tom Fox sent you. Guys, thanks so much. I look forward to visiting with you again.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
everything.